Okay, it's working. Oh my God, it's working. Today, we're going to talk about why you need a hustle as well as a business. And we're going to go further into detail. One of the biggest problems that many people have is a lack of business starting skills. It's not that you're not smart, it's not that you're not hardworking. That has nothing to do with it. To illustrate this point, I'm going to tell you how I made the leap. Let's say you have a job, you're broke, Dick Danny, you have a voracious work ethic, you grab all the overtime you can, and it just doesn't seem to be enough. Then you will see people across this economic moat, which is skill sets, who are living the life you want to live. And sometimes you are inspired, sometimes you're a hater. It just depends upon the day. What you have to do is learn those business skills before you start a business. OJT, on the job training. On the job training is cool when you're working for someone else because you're getting a paycheck. On the job training when you're working for yourself is not cool because one miscalculation, one wrong thing, you're out of business. So you're over here and you're working and you see all of this hustler porn online, and you have people who are literally promising you that you can make six figures a month in 2 or 3 years. There are people who do make six figures per month in 2 or 3 years. And I guarantee you, if you were to look in their background, there's going to be a very strong variable or something, like maybe dad left them $150,000. And one of the things I have seen with many people, they like to discount these gifts. Maybe your family has a house. When I was married, my ex-wife worked with these two kids who, upon graduation of college, got a house and two cars, two brand new cars. Now, these guys knew how fortunate they have. They were really cool. They understood. They didn't go out and like, I got here because I worked hard. They were just like, man, our parents set us up nice. That's cool. They recognize that. They didn't do it on their own. However, there are many people online who seem to neglect to tell you those things because it doesn't make their story as palatable as they would like. Because there's a lot of people who had help in some area and they will never, ever tell anybody this. So you're sitting here gassed up. I'm smarter than him. I'm smarter than her. I can do the same thing. Right now, there's more information online than there's been in the annals of history. If all this information is free and people are getting this knowledge, why is 72% of the country makes less than 48K a year? Information's online. It's free. Why are people not taking this information and making their lives financially better? I'm going to tell you. They don't know how. If I gave you the blueprint on how to assemble an atomic bomb, gave you everything on a hard drive, left nothing out, you have information, right? You still couldn't build that atomic bomb. What's missing? The skill sets of building an atomic bomb. You have the information, but you don't have the skill sets. You don't have the techniques. You don't know that you need to treat your uranium way before you put it in there. And even if they tell you, it's going to be in all of these chemistry signs. So the information is free. The information is there, but the how-to manual, that's what you pay for. Because I've heard this so many times, and put this in the comments. If you're one of those people, I can get it for free online, and you've been watching stuff online for 5 years and your income isn't over 50K, what is the problem? The information's there. Why aren't you making 100K? Why aren't you making six figures? Why aren't you making $1 million? The information is free. One of the things that happens when you build a business is there's unknown variables that's going to crop up. To my story, I had a very good job. I was an outside salesperson. I sold furniture and I had a deal where the client said, look, we're going to buy your furniture if you sell ours. I took it to the owner of the company and he didn't want to do it because he felt that that was beneath us. He didn't like doing that stuff. He would sell remanufactured all day long, put a nice margin on it, but to sell, and he was just like, man, they can renege, there's problems, there's issues. So at this point, I have a job, I have money coming in. So I go over here, I talked to Nancy, and to protect myself, I had Nancy's boss write up a simple contract. He wrote it up, he signed it. I got 50% of whatever I sold. Fair enough. And whenever something was sold, if they paid cash, I got my money right there. If she had to cash a check, I got my money like a week later. They always pay me. So at this point, I had a job and I had a hustle. And with this hustle, I started to learn things because when you're the man and you're handling all the money, there are certain things that come into play that don't come into play when you're an employee. And even though I was an outside salesperson, independent contractor, self-employed, I learned so much from that hustle because it was a short-term hustle. Once our furniture was sold, I didn't have a hustle anymore. And I sold all the furniture. Then they bought new furniture from us. So I made money that was free and clear that I did not have to share with anyone. And I loved that feeling. That feeling was just like, oh, it was so good. I was like, man. And this is what gave me the attitude money to start my own business. I mean, it was amazing. It was like magic because a few years prior, like 2 years prior, I was living in a boarding house with crackheads and feeling despondent and losing teeth and stuff. And I was just like, here it was. I've got like almost 100K in the bank, all my bills paid, I got a brand new BMW, paid cash for it outside. 2 years. So I started my own new furniture business. Did 1.5 million the first year. Profit wise, 35, 38K. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I made so many mistakes. I made, God, so many mistakes because I didn't know what I was doing. I was hardworking. I was smart. I was a go-getter, but I didn't know what I was doing. And this is what that economic mode is, that as smart as you are, as talented as you are, hard working, you are not going to know what you're doing when you start your business. So this is why you need a hustle, because the hustle money actually saved me because I really didn't spend it. I had no need to spend it. I was making enough cash to pay all my bills. So that year things went bad, I had attitude money to get into the storage auction business, and the rest you already know. Storage auction business, to YouTube, the book. But you got to have some attitude money in before you leave your job, because things are going to happen that you cannot account for. One of the big problems is most people start a business they know nothing about. They've read something online. They have figured out some stuff. And right now we have a very egotistical, a very arrogant populace. People ghosting people. People think they're smarter than they are. And this is why I can't wait. Like Bart Stark, can't wait until this recession reach full throttle, because it's going to change a lot of those attitudes. It's going to change a lot of them, because when you're in a boarding house, you have no food. When your stomach is growling because you haven't eaten in 3 days, you become very grateful for anything. You become super grateful. So you're over here, broke the economy. You're over here where you want to go. And there's this economic moat. And in this economic moat is skill sets. That's the bridge of the hustle, because the hustle is going to teach you those skill sets with the safety of a job or the safety of cash coming in. As long as you've got cash coming in, you can weather any storm. But what many people do is start a business, they may have savings, and they have no cash flow coming in. None. And then they close. I had an employee, and she talked about her business closing. It's like they showed up one day and it's like, hey, we're closing. We have no more money. Just like that. See, with this recession thing, it's not going to be like we're going to go down. It's going to be like someone turned the faucet off or someone turned the lights off. It's going to be just that sudden. That's why I went ahead and if you've been watching me, you know I make predictions and stuff, and my predictions are really, really early. So it seems like crazy. Like predicted what's going to happen with education, the degree myth. Look it up. It's 2011. I predicted what's going to happen with Bitcoin. I predicted what was going to happen with the economy. And these predictions are not me just sitting around going like, this is going to happen. There's economic signs because I have hit rock bottom. And when you hit rock bottom, you tend to notice a lot of stuff. Right now, all the housing stocks down. And yes, go ahead to the wall, Google machine and research all housing companies that build houses. All of their stocks are down. And then go to the building supply. These are the people that supply these housing companies with materials, stocks down. So the main driver stocks down, the supplier stocks down, which means that the suppliers are going to start laying people off. And then the people who get laid off are not going to be able to pay their bills. And this is going to start this ripple effect through the economy. And my friends, the jobs that we have today, they're not coming back. And let's talk about that. Right now, you can get a job, but you can't get a full-time job. Unless you have the right skill sets. Many people have an underemployment problem. This is from last recession because these companies are, look, we're not going to load up the payroll. So we're just going to hire everybody part-time independent contractor. Have to pay on benefits. See what I mean? And now they have this scheduling software that's sick. You got people working like 32 hours in 2 days and they're not doing anything, but they have to be available all the time because they don't know when these hours are coming in. This is a cause and effect of the last recession. You're going to start hearing about people having their credit limits crammed down because like right now, I don't have anything on my credit report in terms of balance. All my cards, I got like $300 on American Express. It's clear because they're going to get real spooked. So before you quit your job, you need to manage your money. Money management is everything. Money management is everything. And for you to leave your job, there's a bridge. I did not leave my job until about almost 2 years after coming out that boarding house. And I learned a lot of skill sets. I was really great. I learned how to sell and market panel systems. I learned how to really, really sell on the phone. Business environments. I learned how to, because essentially from each job, I took skill sets. I knew how to set appointments. I knew how to get in front of people. I knew how to make a presentation. So each one of these jobs gave me the skills that ultimately led to me owning my own business. That's how you got to do it. Will there be some wonder person who will start a business and blow up and they'll be rich? Yes, absolutely. But why you predicate your business plan on a typical event? I looked up the stat of the long bomb. Pass plays in the NFL don't even have a single percentage completion point. 99 point something of the 60 plus yard plays in the NFL fail. 99 point something fail. And Hail Mary, that Tupac, that's what people are basing their future business on. It's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make all this money real quick. So I don't really have to start now. I don't have to be practical because I'm just going to make it really quick. It ain't going to work. So what you need to do is keep your job and get yourself a hustle manage your money. I know it ain't pretty, it ain't fast, but it's way more sure than you quitting your job, starting a business you know nothing about, and doing it on a wing and a prayer. So that's one of the things. Let's see what we got going on here. What up, people? Uh, you know why I haven't been live? My Google thing hasn't worked. My Wirecasts don't work because they changed some stuff. That's why I've been doing a lot of videos. And incidentally, the channel's been doing better with a lot of videos versus live streams. What's going on? The learning curve is real. I see profits because they don't want to make the sacrifices it takes to make it. Video games and YouTube are too important to sacrifice. Oh man, I love that movie with Roger Dangerfield, Adonis. I'm gonna do a whole special thing because people keep asking and they in bits and parts. So I'm gonna do something. Um, I didn't put that link below, but if you go to the video that was for this, there's a link to a new email list. And I'm going when I drop the 5 checking accounts, you will be notified. Yes, you need a job in the hustle. Adonis, even Nick Bear talks about when he started a supplement company and had schooling was nothing like the actual experience of starting them. There are so many unknown things that's going to happen in business that it's going to be very hard for a traditional curriculum to prepare you for. With Mattis resigning, a war is more likely than ever. He was the rails on that. Wow, you've been on a contractor basis for 7 years. Wow, man. That's crazy. Thanks for the $5, Erica. Developers are trying to sell lots all over, switch over trades while can. Technical skills and blue collar skills is a must. And that's something else too. What I have found out with many contractors and handymen is once they get used to making money a certain way, it is very hard for them to switch up. It's almost it's crazy. And that's why I renamed the channel to The Money Audible, because I keep switching up. And when I see certain things going wrong, and I see stuff going wrong long before it quotes melts down. Long before that. It's kind of spooky when I think about it. Callie Phillips, yep, you can. Let's see. All right. I see profits. I left my job 4 months ago. I'm stressed out, but I'm making it. Just now, just made a mistake and thought I'd slow down a little bit, but now I have to kick it into high. When you are the man, when you're the woman, everything rests on your shoulders. You must have a savings account. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen, and you need to stack some cash. Absolutely. Done. Speaking of sports, baseball Hall of Fame batting average is 0.3 to 0.4, which means on average they strike out at least 6 to 7%. Yeah. If you had a baseball player who got 7 hits out of 10, you would have your first $1 billion athlete. Serious. Mojave, the resale market will be alive and kicking in 2019. Absolutely. Now, with that, eBay is just gone nuts. I had 5 items on eBay, and 3 of them didn't pan out well. We had two people who paid immediately. There was all this trouble. And I was like, I used to do this every day. And it's become such a cesspool, but a necessary cesspool. Yeah, Mathis, we're very close to war more so than ever because Trump needs a diversion. What's a bigger diversion? A war. Gladys, mother of AI, machine learning, blockchain technology will affect jobs. Companies are replacing routine jobs with AI. Those who have the skills to use technology and social skills will benefit. Absolutely. Google Duplex. Google Duplex and listen to that presentation. And I don't really think that you understand how powerful this is and what it's going to do to the telemarketing industry. On average, it takes a human child 2 to 4 years to learn how to speak and to recognize sounds and respond. This is at a college level already. You don't understand. This thing is going to blaze through the economy because look at, let's say you have a low skill set and you can get the $14 an hour jobs or $20 an hour jobs that require dexterity, that require you to be there, to maybe do repetitive tasks. That is about to be gone in 5 to 10 years. You're going to have people wishing they had this suck job, wishing they had it. Yeah. Landscapers, my friend who owns a car wash. All right. I see. I'm dabbling in storage units. It's a lot of capital spend for slow turnaround items, especially in the window networking, getting some deals lined up. Yeah, the storage auction business is not what it was when I was in it. It's just not. But there you go, because I'm meaning to do this video, and there'll be more videos. And also, I'm just doing videos Monday through Friday. Not doing stuff on the weekends anymore. So there's going to be some more deals. Like the deal below is 80% off of the Never Broke Action Pack. So that deal is going to go until Saturday, 11:59. Then through the email list, I'm going to send out more deals Saturday and Sunday, but you got to be on the email list. So just go back a few videos, get the free books. That'll put you on the email list. And then that's it. So let's see. What is the calendar looking like? All right. Uh, there will be videos Monday. Yeah. There will be a video Christmas Day, Kwanzaa, the 20th. There will be videos all next week. So just let you know that. But if you want to be part of the deals that are going down this weekend, you need to be on the email list. And if you want to be part of the 5 checking account blueprint, you need to go back a video and get on that email list. It's a brand new email list. No one, I've never even sent out an email from it, and I'm not until I get this all set up. So there we go. All right. So happy holidays. If you don't catch any videos next week, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and big things are popping in 2019. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.